Okay, so with the bye week being this week and the trade deadline coming up, I want to say it's October 31st. I think this week would be a good week for Rick Smith to address the Duane Brown situation that's been going on for, what, 4 months now? And it's getting annoying. It's stupid why he's holding out and everything. And would he be welcomed in the locker room? Honestly, I think he's, at this point, he's locker room cancer. Because you got a rookie quarterback out there, and you're over there being a pussy at your house, on your couch, just watching your rookie quarterback get beat up. And, you know, maybe I'm over-exaggerating a bit because the offensive line has been performing better. And the Texans have shown they do not need Duane Brown. Would he be an upgrade? I'm pretty sure. I think so. But would he have really helped them be better than 3-3? No. I don't really think so. I don't think he would have made much of a difference in either of those games. And actually, I think Duane Brown being out for the Week 1 game against the Jaguars was a blessing in disguise, because if Duane Brown plays, Tom Savage doesn't get sacked 7 times, and they don't throw Deshaun Watson in there. So, thank you, Duane Brown, for being a pussy and an idiot. Anyways, there's been a lot of trade rumors going around about the Duane Brown situation. Keep in mind, a lot of times the players' agents just like to make stuff up so they could, get talks going. So don't 100% believe these whole rumors, even though they could be true. Now, I have heard that the Giants and the Seahawks have both reached out to the Texans about a trade for Duane Brown, and the more serious one being the Seahawks. The Seahawks offered the Texans Jimmy Graham and offensive guard Luke Joeckel for Duane Brown. And Rick Smith said, fuck no. And I agree with him. Jimmy Graham is, 31? He's, I believe, on his final year of his contract then. Jimmy Graham is one of those players that's going to want a big contract, even though he hasn't done anything with Seattle for, the past 3 years. So, he's not going to be worth it. We're only going to have him for 1 year. And we do not need a tight end. Ryan Griffin is doing just fine. I love the versatility that Steven Anderson brings, and CJ Fedorowicz is probably not as good a pass catcher as Ryan Griffin, but you know what? He's an excellent run blocker. Probably the best run blocking tight end in the NFL, so there's that. I don't think we need a tight end. Do we need help at the offensive line? Absolutely. But Luke Joeckel isn't an upgrade. Luke Joeckel is probably as bad as Su'a-Filo. I mean, the guy was so bad that he went from left tackle to left guard, and even then he still sucked. So, thank God Rick Smith said no to that. And there's another trade talk involving Seattle, and it was Jeremy Lane for Duane Brown. And this one, I don't know how to feel about this one. Jeremy Lane, man, he's not really all that good. Is he an upgrade over our current corners? Like, maybe besides Kevin Johnson, Kareem Jackson, and Joseph, he's an upgrade, but I don't really think he's really necessary. I would prefer another corner. And his contract situation, I want to say, is like 4-year, 23 mil. So for a year, he's like worth approximately $6 million. So he's not really all that expensive. So I don't know how to feel about that trade. But personally, I'd say no to that one as well. Now, Rick Smith wants a first round pick for Duane Brown. Duane Brown is worth probably a mid-second to late second. And keep in mind, there's an offensive line problem in the NFL. A lot of teams are struggling with the offensive line, so maybe 10 years ago, a Duane Brown would have been worth a third at best, but not these days, man. These days, Duane Brown is in fact worth a second round pick. And if a team gets desperate, don't be surprised if we get the first out of him. Because the Seahawks are in huge need of an offensive lineman. So, there's that. Man, personally, I don't think player for player trades really work out in the NFL. I agree with my boy Ray Ray. He said player for player trades hardly ever work out in the NFL, and that's true. Like, let's look at the most recent one. I want to say the most recent one was Brandon Albert from Miami to Jacksonville for what's his name, Julius Thomas. Julius Thomas didn't do anything over there or hasn't done anything in Miami, and Brandon Albert is on the streets right now. He's a free agent, so player for player trades just don't work. I'd rather just get a pick. If it's a second round pick, I wouldn't mind it. If it was a first, then man, Rick Smith, you're a genius. So who knows what this Duane Brown situation might bring to us. I highly doubt he's on the roster after the Seahawks game, honestly. I don't think he's going to make it that far. I'm pretty sure by then he'd be traded. And the thing about the NFL is, if Duane Brown were to keep holding out past, I want to say, after the Seahawks game, then his contract rolls over to 2019, because right now Duane Brown has a 2-year deal with us, or not a 2-year deal, but 2 years left on his contract. But since he hasn't showed up, then it pretty much makes 2017 irrelevant, and the contract rolls over to 2019. So I'm pretty sure Duane Brown doesn't want that, since he probably wants out of Houston. I don't think there's a money situation. I think there's a wanting out of Houston situation, because there is rumors that Duane Brown wants to go to LA, where his family lives at now. So I don't know, man. This Duane Brown situation has to get resolved. It's getting annoying. Get the guy off the team. He's cancer to the team. We obviously don't need him anymore, and hopefully we can get some of our picks back. With that being said, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.